Hello everybody. So how's everybody doing this Friday? Hope you guys are doing well. I think I'm on live right now. It says for like 28 seconds, 29 seconds. Okay, we'll wait for a few minutes. This is going to be a different kind of a wrap and wrap. I'm going to show you guys the treasure trash the way I can't show it in the house. So I'm outside and I'm all set up here, but I only have about a third of the Noah's World. How's it going, Chris Helms? How's it going? I only have about a third of the pull tabs or could be's out here because I had a container full of them and I forgot and I dumped them in with everything else, all my other pull tabs. So I only have about a third of what I dug the last week of April and the whole of May. But some of you guys were there almost all the time when I was digging. Not for every single thing, but some of this is I think there's about 10 or 15% of it missing that I dumped into the other containers for the first week of April and possibly the first half week of May. Treasure Charger, hey, how's it going, brother? Nice to see all you guys. Daniel, how's it going? I haven't seen you in a little while. Let's see, I gotta put my glasses on so I can see better out here. So, in a minute, I'm gonna turn the camera around to I got a piece of plywood laid out here, and I'm gonna show you this. It's most of it, probably, only about 10 or 15% missing, except for the pull tabs. There's quite a bit missing there. Because I didn't think about what I was doing beforehand. I was going to separate everything out, put it in my 5-gallon containers and everything. But then I thought, well, at the end of the month, maybe I want to show everybody not just the good things I was finding, because I found quite a few good things. I think I did rather well for the month of May, and the last week of April I did pretty well. I showed you guys last week, I got 16 rings and a couple of bracelets and pendants and necklaces, and had oh, my glasses got a smudge on them here. I got a 10-karat gold rosary, and freaking awesome. I saw that. I got a notification that I'm going to get something in the mail on Tuesday or Monday night. By Monday night. Kenneth Bird, how are you doing? So, I'll give you a little sneak preview. Some of the stuff that I found. There's a couple surface finds here. I didn't put all the surface finds out because there's just a lot of junk I pick up that isn't worth much of anything, but I pick it up just to get it out of the way, and most of it goes in the trash. So a lot of that went in the trash. But I got things like chains, utility chains. I got a tow chain here. That's a 3.5-foot tow chain. I got this big old plate out there Some of you guys saw when I found that. But I got lots of stuff here. A few bottle caps. One of the containers of bottle caps and most of the pull tabs that I picked up and dug up went into my 5-gallon bucket. So I didn't want to mess with it. So I thought this might be enough to give people the idea. This is all aluminum over there. Some surface finds here, just trash. Yeah, there's a lot of nails and screws and wire and jagged metal. Got lots of jagged metal here. But I got a leash. We got a bunch of these things. I found more of these earlier. I'm not quite sure what they are. They look like some kind of blade off of some kind of tiller or something. Then I got barbecue parts. Got sprinkler heads, pieces of horseshoes, throwing horseshoe. Hey, we have a new person, Drake Miller. How's it going? So this is just some of the treasure trash that I clean up. But I'm going to count these. Like I said, they're going to be short. They're going to be short of what I actually found by a, by a pound or two. But I got lots of pull tabs. So I've got parts to things I don't know what they are. I've got pieces of sprinklers. That spring right there in the center is a sprinkler, a rainbird sprinkler, I think. And I got miscellaneous vapes, and there's a couple of vapes right here. There's a vape. And but I show you guys all of the goodies and then just kind of let you glimpse at the other things. Run a container under the camera and let it go by, and it's a full container, but you only see the top of it. But that's a little better idea of how many pull tabs I pull out in a month's time. Like I said, it's probably a couple hundred shy of what I pulled for the last 5 weeks. And that aluminum is the same way. I dumped a bunch in the container before I thought, oh, I'll show everybody what I got. Nice going, Noah. So for the time being, Drake, I'm going to give you a wrench so that you can check out anybody you'd like that is in my stream. So just be mindful of it, okay? Give everybody a wrench so they can easily go and see somebody else's channel real quick, and they can befriend them if they want. Give them a thumbs up, say howdy, spread the love around. But anyways, thought you guys might be interested in everything that goes into my scrap collection. I've got tent stakes, and the tent stakes too. I dumped a bunch of those in my final container before I decided to do this. But just setting this all out took me over an hour to dig all this stuff up and spread it out, separate it out. And what, these are tie downs, you said? Tie downs off of the truck? Oh, for pallets. Oh, they go over the edge of the pallet probably to keep the rope from breaking the pallet, right? That makes sense. They look like a blade of some kind. Some of them are like worn sharp, like this one looks like it was scraped down and used as a blade. That's what made me think it was a tiller blade. One at a time, Noah. One at a time. So some of this stuff is what gets me a lot of views and a lot of subs, surprisingly. When I put some of these things on as shorts when I find them, people like to see the treasure trash, so they you don't need to send me anything. Freaking awesome. Thanks for sending the magnets, though. Appreciate that. So, oh, you guys saw Wednesday, was it? No, it was Tuesday. Tuesday when I was out. I'm sorry. No, it was Thursday. Yeah, Tuesday. Tuesday when I was out, I picked up a couple of really heavy barbecue grids. I didn't put them out here. I didn't want to carry them around here. So they're over at the other end of over at the other gate. So yes, I do, Treasure Charger. I take all this steel metal and I save the aluminum because I'm going to create a smelter, and I'm going to melt the aluminum down into bars. And but I sell the bottle caps to the scrapyard. I sell all of this and all of that and all of that. I might keep this chain if I can clean it up. It doesn't look like it's too badly rusted through. I might be able to clean it up and use it for something. This plate, I think I've got an idea to use this plate. That plate's a pretty good sized plate. 2 million views for a Karen about his bike shop? Why, did he tick somebody off? Yeah, so the scrap, this old rusty stuff's worth $140 a ton. And I usually take in about 500 pounds at a time, so. And I collect all kinds of things. I collected camp chairs. Last summer, we collected over 40 camp chairs, I think, and I swapped out parts because they left them because they broke a leg or broke an arm or tore the seat or tore the back or something. You know, so I switched out all the parts and created 15 Frankenstein chairs. So I've got those that I got to get rid of, but all the rest of them, the other 25 or so, we took to the scrap yard. We picked up easy ups, about 6 or 8 easy ups, and I made 2 good ones out of the 6 or 8 that we had. Took the rest of them to the scrap yard. Barbecues. We pick up barbecue parts, grills and stuff. Some of the grills I keep and clean up and use for other things. And some of the barbecues I'll give away. I've got a couple that I'm going to give away. I think we took in about 15 barbecues that people left that had broken legs. The pots were rusted through, stuff like that. Mr. Doughboy and Susie Donkey eating a lamb. What was it, a stuffed one? They cooked it and cut it up? Or they ate a whole lamb? I just posted the bees we had. I think we have a beehive in a tree in our backyard. And I posted that little short of the bees gathering up in our beehive when it first happened, because they just overnight came and got into a knothole in the tree and started a hive. Well, today there was bees swarming all over my backyard, over my pool, and all around the tree and everything. And I took a video of it, and then they settled in the top of the tree. And I think what happened was a queen bee hatched out in that beehive, and the queen bee came out. So all the bees that were going to leave with the queen bee, because once a queen bee's hatched, they don't take over that hive, they take off and go start another hive. So all these bees gather in, they come around her scent and they gather up. So I've got a big bee pod in the top of my tree, plus the beehive in the trunk of my tree. So I hope that's a clean one there, freaking awesome. Oops, my shade moved on me. Second, I gotta move my shade. back so I'm not sitting in the sun. Hmm. That ought to do it. That ought to do it. I can leave the bottle caps out in the sun, but my back can't take the sun right now. I'm wearing a black shirt. Very cool, freaking awesome. I always like to share things that are funny and clean. I like for anybody to be able to see them. I don't want anybody to be embarrassed. Well, they can be embarrassed, but not insulted. Well, I hope you get something good, Treasure Charger. Thanks for stopping in and saying hi. Have you found, wait a minute, have you found anything good yet this week? Well, he's probably already gone. He's probably hungry. Okay. So I'll turn it back to the treasure trash if somebody is interested later. If somebody new comes in, I'll be on for another half hour or so. You got to stare at the inside of a factory all week? What kind of factory you work at, Drake? You make anything really cool? It's with my hair. Look like Doc from corner store. No, this is the corner of my house. Hey, corning around. What's up, 2-pack? You're environmental biologist by training. Is that the opposite of a plastics manufacturer? A roof? the Got a umbrella and then I've got a night blooming jasmine behind me there. And got an orange tree right there. And I got big old blooming cactus there. It's got lots of blooms on it. Thing's going mad this year. I don't know why. It stayed really little. Now it's growing huge. I've already cut half of it down and it's still way more cactus than I want. Yep, it's a prickly pear. So yep, it was all that water we had during the last 2 winters, I guess. It started growing last summer, but the thing is just gone wild. I think I'm going to start chopping it up and selling pieces of it. People like to buy those things for some reason. I don't know why. You take the little green ones, like right over there, there's some little green ones, and you cut a little horseshoe shape out beneath them and plant them, and people like to buy them. You had a bad accident? Well, this one's not bad. This one has some needles, but they only get really bad needles on them on this one when they're really low on water. But my neighbor has one that's got like 3.5-inch needles on it, and they're nasty. They will go right through a leather glove. I know, I picked one up because it fell on one of the leaves, and the apples fell on my side of the fence, poked holes in 3 different sections of my pool pump, my vacuum. I got the long hose that's in 3-foot sections, and 3 of the sections got holes poked in them by this prickly pear, and it's got nasty needles. They're that long. I wouldn't want to fall into that one. This one, it would burn and sting for a couple of weeks. But that one, I think you'd die if you fell into that one. I don't know. Yeah, I actually started one with just about 3 leaves, 3 of the paddles. I know how that is, Drake. Wow. That one would be nasty. These are just like, on this one, they're just like hairs. They get into your skin and they burn and sting, but they don't cause you to bleed. Yeah, you have to pull those things out with pliers too, because the ends of them got little barbs on them like bee stingers. Well, point is, Drake, you're working, right? That gets you to the point where you're like me after you retire. Hopefully, you'll be able to afford to retire and maintain a living, because that's the hard part. Working long enough and hard enough to have a okay living when you're done. But I made a lot of bad mistakes going to work for people. I passed up jobs that had good benefits for opportunity, and the opportunities didn't fare too well. Ooh, I have neuropathy in my hands and my feet, my legs. I don't know what was causing mine, because I had diabetes, and thanks to being on that trial that I'm on for either Trulicity or what they're calling Monjaro now, I am no longer a diabetic, and I'm off all of the diabetes medicine, but I still have neuropathy. Once the nerves are dead, it takes 100 years to grow them back. Yep, that's what you got to do. If you get past a certain age, you just got to ride the wave. Hopefully, it'll take you to the shore. You fixed neuropathy by changing your diet? What do you think was causing your neuropathy that you could change it by diet? You feel like a jellyfish? Well, I don't feel 18 again. I wish I did. But at my age, getting all of this in a month's time, plus all of the goodies that I got. Here's let's see. Oops. Got some things I can take off here. Oh, there's my blacksmith made fork that I found. There's a pair of prescription glasses that my wife found. Sorry to say you can't return these to people that lost them. I found a pair of Foster Grant reading glasses, and they're good enough for my wife to wear. So, but these I can't use for anything. But here's some of the keepable stuff that I found here. And this isn't all the change and everything either, because, hey T-Rep, how's it going? See, I mailed off your card today, T-Rep. So let me know when you get it, all right? Because I mailed something else off, and it's 10 days and they still haven't gotten it. So I want to know, I mailed your card off today, so I want to know that you get it. So there's something that I found that's a piece of a costume of some kind. I don't know whether it was a belt, part of a belt buckle, or not quite sure exactly what it was, but I know it was something wearable. But then I keep the brass. When I find brass, I've got, what have I got here? I had, oh, and lead. I had two, I don't know whether those are 9 mils or 38s slugs that I found in the parking lot. But I got, I'm not sure what, I think that's a 38. Anyway, I got lots of good stuff here. Lots of shotgun stamps and buttons and another shotgun stamp. Oh, here's the silver earring that I found yesterday in the lake, my first water hunt. And it's a 925. MD28V Mexico is 925 silver. And it's marked right there. I don't know whether... Oop. Oh, come on. There you go. MD28V Mexico. And that makes it 925 silver. Sure a funny looking earring though. I've never seen one tied in a knot like that. But this, yeah, I'm always digging bottle caps, but this one time it paid off. This is a bottle cap, but it's only used for a necklace. It's off of a bottle cap necklace. Got a hole right there. And it was kind of squished, but it was never put on a bottle. So something came out of digging bottle caps, huh? All right. Going geode hunting, huh? That's nice. Wish I was out there with you. I'd love to go geodumping. I went to go one time and we went out and followed somebody's directions and couldn't find it. Couldn't find the geodeals. Yep. Oh, you're going to have to chisel them out of the hard rock? Great, Scott. Really appreciate all you guys coming in. On my phone here, I can't see. I'm doing a vertical. This is the first time in a long time I've done a vertical live on the phone that wasn't by mistake. Now that they've allowed you to do a vertical on a phone. I have to figure out how I can hold my phone vertically, because I'm noticing one thing on my phone. When it's held horizontally, the chat disappears, and then I have trouble reading it and seeing who comes on. But what I'm noticing about this vertical stream is that my chat is not disappearing. I don't have to keep tapping the screen to get my chat to come back. So that's a plus for the vertical. Williamie, how you be? So I hope everybody had a good Friday. So, Tupac, you going on at 6 tonight? Pacific time? Hey, we have another new person here. Ryan Carey, how's it going? Where do I live? Southern California. I'm going to give you a wrench, Brian. Please be mindful of it. We use it to go and check everybody's channels, spread the love. Mesa, Arizona. All right. I'd like to be doing some hunting in Arizona. I'm gonna find some of this stuff. Arizona probably doesn't have too much of this though. This is about 85 or 90% of the treasure trash I dug up for, there's my chain. One where I fell and broke my mount. Now that's one thing. I used to live in Yuma back about 50 years ago. 50, 53 years ago when I was 21. And it was hot in Yuma. They picked a good place for a prison. You want to cause somebody to suffer, put them in Yuma. Yeah, beaches are nice. I have a chance once in a while to get to the beach. Tupac and Gregory Freeman and I got to the beach last month, the beginning of April. We had a good time. We didn't find a lot. Gregory found a nice ring, gold-plated ring, and I found a nice, I guess it was a mother of pearl necklace. It was really nice. Well, Tupac didn't answer me. He must be, there you are. It's 6:30 tonight. There you are. You did answer me. Didn't disappear, just scrolled up while I wasn't looking. Got several. I only see 1, 2, 3, 4 chat lines at a time here. So I don't think I can make that any bigger either. So Tupac, all fun and games tonight? No rolls, no auctions? All right, nice. You're going to do some roll hunting. Very cool. I don't seem to have much trouble just sitting here right now, but when I'm out in the sunlight, I can't see it at all. I got to really kind of do this and look through. We're gonna. Okay, now I can see it. I'm not even auctioning anything, and T-Rep's bidding on it. So you think he's not going to bid when he's doing yours tonight? I think T-Rep just likes to bid. Are you bidding on my octopus from last week? Is that what you're saying? I'll show you some treasure trash again, just so you don't have to keep looking at me. Yeah, all that stuff is in the house because I thought you guys saw enough of the good stuff that I found. Thought you might be more interested in the interesting stuff that I dug up while I was digging for this stuff here. Just amazes me how much junk I get. I was just dreaming about being on a field in like in England or France and had a lot of old 14, 13, 14, 1500 era relics in it. It was a weird dream. I was finding all kinds of armor and conchos off of horses, and I was finding spearheads and arrowheads and swords and knives and axes. Have you been finding a lot of this stuff, William E? Well, this was all in my room and out back, but most of this was in my room where I do my lives, because I was going to try to show this in that room like I normally do, but there's just no way I could show you all of this and give you the full benefit of what I dig up. And that's a pretty thick pile of, that's at least 6 or 8 deep bottle caps. So there's at least 6 times more there than you're seeing. The pull tabs aren't too bad. Like I said, that's only about 1/3 of them though. Yeah, I'm going to scrap out the bottle caps and all of this stuff here, all this metal here and all that, nails and everything. Not all of it, because see those little washers and stuff like that, there's some washers and nuts. Uh-oh, there's a bottle cap over there. How'd it get over there? It's trying to run away. But there's some, like, you can see some screws and bolts and things that are useful hardware. Then there's a bunch of rusty tent stakes I'll get rid of. I'll keep the ones that are not rusty. And then all of this junk here, this all goes to the scrapyard. So I probably have about 100 pounds of scrap right now. So I'm gonna wait until I get up to about 500 pounds of scrap, and then, because I've got like 2 5-gallon buckets full of this type of stuff here, and 1 5-gallon bucket full of tent stakes and nails and stuff like that. And I've got 3 5-gallon buckets full of bottle caps. And then I've got 2.5 buckets full of aluminum, all the aluminum cans and scrap that I pick up, which I'm going to melt that all down. I'm going to wash it and then let it dry real good, and then I'm going to build myself a little smelting pot and say happy birthday for me and getting around to it. I do have a nice variety of things though, from dog leashes to fuses to can scraps, hardware. So what'd she cook you for her birthday, Tupac? Or did you go out to dinner? What if she doesn't like Denny's? They do give a free birthday meal, though, don't they? You know, the last time I went to Denny's, I went on Christmas morning, and they had a Christmas morning breakfast, and I think they had 4 meals, and you could order the meals, and one had biscuits and gravy with scrambled eggs and potatoes, and one had pepper bacon with fried eggs and potatoes, and hang on a second, I gotta show you guys something. You see the little lizard sitting there. I got lizards all over the place. Come up, he's listening to me talk. Anyway, the point being, sorry, squirrel. Point being was that they only had the 4 breakfasts, but they had cooked the pepper bacon, they cooked the biscuits and gravy, they had biscuits, they had gravy, they had everything, but they would not let me order biscuits and gravy, fried eggs, and pepper bacon. He said, oh, we can't make that meal. But they had the bacon all fried. They were cooking fried eggs. They were cooking biscuits, or they had cooked biscuits, and they had made gravy, but they wouldn't let me order it on one plate. If I wanted the biscuits and gravy, I had to order it with scrambled eggs and potatoes. If I wanted the pepper bacon and fried eggs, I had to order it with potatoes. So I had to get 2 breakfasts if I wanted pepper bacon, fried eggs, and biscuits and gravy. So that was the last time I went to Denny's. I figured, if they're going to be that strict, all the food was cooked. They just didn't want to put it on one plate because they wanted their meals to be ordered, I don't know, inventory. I don't know what they were doing, but the waitress and the manager would not let me have bacon, eggs, and biscuits and gravy on one plate without ordering 2 breakfasts. Yep. That's the last of it. Are you sure she got the free meal? Sure they didn't switch it on you? Yeah, at the time I probably could have eaten 2 breakfasts, but I didn't want to buy 2 breakfasts. I understood. It was all phonetic to me. These are my hunting glasses. I found this set of jeweler's loops, which work really good in the field out hunting. So they really work nicely too, and I am so happy that I found them. I suggest that anybody that hunts get a pair. Yeah, they weren't doing side orders either. That was one of the things. It was just what was on the menu. They had a 4 breakfast menu for Christmas morning, and they were going to stick with it. And it just didn't make any sense to me at all. Not one iota. 55. 55 is, I think, universal for senior discounts. Anybody over 55 can get a senior discount. They won't give me a senior discount because I look too young. That's a lie. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody gives one at 55. If they give a senior discount. They don't, people don't always give senior discounts. I know Jack in the Box doesn't give a senior discounts except on drinks. Jesse Kruckenberger, how you doing? You're at work? Oh, sorry to hear that. Thanks for coming in on your break, Jesse. Appreciate it. Here, before you go, I'll show you what we were looking at. This is about 85 or 90% of the, with some surface finds, but not all the surface finds. And this is about 85 or 90% of the treasure trash that I dug out of the ground while I was looking for all of this. And this isn't all of that. But when I was looking for coins and jewelry and goodies, this is what I dug up. Useful things. I like this chain. I'm pretty sure it's a toe chain. I'm pretty sure how it's used is, well, let me see if I can make it work here. How it's used is like this, and you put this through the eye. You use it like this, and you put it through the eye, and then you turn this way on the other side of the eye so that it will, yep, so that it'll tow. So I like that, and I like that plate. I don't know what that plate's off of, but I'm going to find a use for that. It'll be the base to something I want to build, so if I can get around to it. So there you go. You got a quick peek at all the treasure trash that I found. Couldn't believe I found this at the beach on Wednesday. So I guess somebody got a hold of that and they were pretending it was a gun and left it at the beach. I don't know, playing gun. It's definitely got a good connector nozzle. You know, actually, I think this is off of it's not just an air gun. I think this is a paint gun. Yeah, this is not just an air nozzle. This is a paint gun. Looking at it, I'm pretty sure. What do you think, guys? Is that a paint gun? That looks like a paint gun to me. Pretty sure. Yep, a spray gun. Not yet. I'm going to build a smelting pot. I'm going to melt this aluminum down, and there's a little bit of brass in here someplace, but I've got brass and copper set aside. I'm going to try to melt it too. Yeah, I didn't even take a good long gander at it. When I'm out hunting, I don't sit and surmise what things are. I look at them, I say, oh, that was an air gun pneumatic. I could tell it was pneumatic. Easy enough just looking at it. Now that I look at it, you're right, it's a spray gun. There's for the paint nozzle or the paint hose. And yes, indeedy. Don't point that thing at me. Thanks, T-Rep, for being here. Thanks for bidding, too. Appreciate that. See you later. Yeah, it looks like, kind of like one that had a cup, kind of like one that they used to spray what do I don't want to say decals, but they do the paint designs on things. It's not one that they would use with the big pot below it. Probably had the pot on top. Looks like it had the pot on top like an air gun, like a airbrush, only so they could do a quick swap of colors and stuff. guys want to see something unusual? There's no clouds anywhere in the sky. No contrails either. It's rather a strange day. Not one sparse cloud anywhere. All baby blue sky. So it says I have 11 people in here. Right? Hey, Trevor, how's it going? A fast check-in? Thank you, brother. Hit that like before you leave. Here, before you leave, I'll show you the treasure trash that we collected this month. So this is about 85% of the treasure trash I dug up this month, Trevor. A lot of holes. A lot of holes. And that doesn't count the coins. And this is about half the coins that I got. And I have to count it all up, see how much I got this month. But this is actually, Trevor, is a bottle cap, but it's a bottle cap off of a necklace that was never used as a bottle cap. I finally got a piece of bottle cap jewelry. I think everybody should try and find one of those. Oh, that's somebody's fingernail. Yeah, it is first time for everything. Did get a nice piece of silver yesterday though, Trevor. It's marked MD28V Mexico right there on the come on. Well, it just won't focus. It says it right there on the ear stem. Here. Silver Assassin, how's it going? So we're just looking at my pile of stuff that I dug out of that, mainly that one parking lot. While I was looking for Renaissance Fair droppings. Yes, sir. That's what gets me up and down off the ground 300 times a trip. So can anybody see how many thumbs up I got? Because I can see a thumbs up on this. But when I'm doing vertical, I can't see. I can see how many people it says that are watching right now, but I can't see how many thumbs up. Okay, Trevor. Peace, brother. Hope everything turns out great. Oh, I got 11. Well, that's okay. Always shooting for the 20 mark. I don't have a heart icon. I don't have a heart icon at all. I have a people icon and a thumbs up icon, but no heart icon. A little different being on vertical here. Yeah, I know. This is Friday's bad time, but I go out hunting for 4 days and then I gotta kind of unwind for 3 days. And I know between now and time you come on at 6:30, there's quite a few people with premieres and the like coming out. A lot of lives on Friday afternoon. But this worked out pretty good. I kind of like this idea of putting all the treasure trash out here on this board, as it lets you spread it out really good. I'm gonna have to take a big picture of it, put it on crappy metal detecting finds. Before I clean it up. For the life of me, I can't figure out how that bottle cap got over there, though. We'll be checking it out. Everybody remember to go check out Tcat hunting quarters tonight. I guess that's long enough to hang out on the treasure trash for a little while. You know, I fill up my bag, my finds bag. I fill it up sometimes twice when I go out. And when I lay it all out like this, it just seems like, whoa, I dug all of that stuff up out of the ground and picked it up off the ground. And very, very little of it is more than one item in a hole. So I don't think I'll stay on for that long until you start up, but you can be assured we'll be there. We'll be there. We'll be there. Just for you, Tcat. And we got two new people here today. We got Drake and Brian, two newbies to my channel. I hope you come back, guys. I usually take the weekend off from streaming. Sometimes I stream on a Saturday every once in a while, but most of the time it's Monday through Friday. and when I'm out digging. They'll just throw in a lurking little 2 eyeballs like Tupac does, so I'll know you're there, still there. I don't know who to talk to. That's the thing when there are people lurking that don't talk. I don't know. There you go. That'll work. When people don't talk, I don't know who to say anything to. It says that there are 11 people, but I've only got like 4 people saying anything at one time in one given space. So if everybody throws in a lurk every once in a while, then I know that you're there. I can talk to you. There you go. I know a lot of people like to watch or listen, but they don't really want to interact. That's fine. But I run out of things to say unless I can think of something, and something here. There's now 2 lizards over here. Look, the one's showing off. Got the lizard showing off for the one in the background there. You see him? There's one right there underneath the cactus. And then there's this one that was showing off. And now I was talking about him, so he quit showing off. How'd they know that I turned the camera on them? They just froze. I'm going to take the camera off of them, and they're going to start showing off again. I probably counted like 15 lizards running around out here in my backyard, just since I've been sitting here for an hour and a half. Yeah, this here rocket. Yeah, they're just sitting there frozen now. I guess they got a good spot in the sun because they're I think that one sees something to eat down in there or something. Oh, he just took off. I don't know where he went. He shot down into the base of the orange tree. Yeah, oh, he got something. He just got something right down there. He's right at the base of the tree. And he darted over there and caught himself a meal. Now he's back. Yum, yum. This guy's just snoozing there. Yep. You find something too? Well, thank you, Chris. Yep, buff lizard workout. This guy, he's just hanging out under the cactus, hiding so he can catch himself another spider or something. Lots of spider webs lately. That's what I need, more lizards. Well, can't get them both in one shot anymore. So, did I move up any in thumbs up? Whoop, just lost somebody. The lizards were boring, I guess. Thanks, William E., for being here. Oh, we went up one. Cool. I think there's so many other lives going on. I think I'll stay on for another 4 minutes here. So that'd be an hour and 45 minutes. And then I'll leave it to the other guys that are all out there trying to catch attention. Appreciate all of you guys being here. Are you watching Juice? All right. Yeah. Somebody earns money doing that, but it's never been me. Oh yeah, he's in rare form. Is he hunting right now, or is he just on chatting with y'all like I am? Oop. Turned the camera on him and he quit doing his little push-ups. Well, I should have I haven't traded them in yet, but I finished rolling back my box of pennies, so I'm going to get another box of pennies, see if I can get anything rare out of it. Should have done that so I could do something besides just sitting here stare at you guys. Well, yeah, you guys probably want to go watch Friday Night Digs, so one more minute and I'll let y'all meander off. One more time, show all the treasure trash. You look like me, Drake? Poor guy. I think Trevor looks a little bit like me too. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna keep the beard. It's gonna start getting hot, and I might want to take it down a bit. But I do have the gray. Not much of a beard, but I got a beard. All right, guys. Drake, nice to meet you, dude. Come back and see me. I'll be back again Monday. So, peace to everybody. Yeah, it's getting a little bit long in the summertime. It kind of gets in my way, but I hope everybody has a great weekend. God bless you all for being who you are and being here and hanging out with me, checking over my treasure trash. You guys take care of yourselves, stay safe, hunt well, be well. Later, Gators. Till next time, let's hunt. See you in a little bit, going around.